What was it that brought you to Final Fantasy VIII? What was the first thing that sort of...
Well, I played the hell out of Final Fantasy VII. I really liked Final Fantasy VII. 7 was great and is great. It's a great game. 8 came along and it changed the nature of Final Fantasy. It made it more cinematic. It made it more filmic. It kind of made it a bit more real as well in a way. And I liked the darker vibes of the relationship interactions. 7 was always for me like, I'm the good guy, and then the good guy,
and he falls in a hole.
He falls in a hole. It was like, okay, cool, But for me, like when 8 came along, it was like, oh, I can really relate to these people now. Now they feel real, even though obviously looking back, this is like early 2000s or whenever it was. Obviously it was 98, I think, was something like that when it came out. Obviously. The graphics has changed substantially, but for the time it was really like, whoa, this is amazing. And the cinematics are glorious and operatic, and the scale is epic and huge. Like, I really enjoyed the aspect of that, and I really liked the fact that the relationship, you really wanted them to be together, and it was that sort of like, oh, come on, Squall, stop being an idiot and just kiss her, dude. Whatever the thing was, right? I really liked all those things. I thought this is a really grown-up Final Fantasy. Also, it was a brilliant game, and the card system was great as well. I love the card game; is awesome.
Yeah, I
big
mean,
fan.
love the Queen of Cards. I had to cheat it a lot with the.
I never cheated it. I accidentally kind of discovered and also I got obsessed with asking every single person in the game to play cards with me.
Yeah, it's like even the ones who don't want to ask. What are you talking about?
Because then you get that card. It's like, oh, you've got that card.
Yeah,
what kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then you kind of, I think that's like one of the things I love about as well is that certain characters will have cards for the person who they secretly love.
Yeah.
So like there's like one girl who had a really big crush on Zell, and she has Zell's card.
Yeah, sure.
It's just like what a like crush thing to have. It's like I own your card. Actually, I think like Final Fantasy VIII narratively, it's really fascinating because it's almost like it reads like Shakespeare in a lot of ways.
There are aspects of it that you could absolutely say are kind of almost Shakespearean, and unrequited love, or like friends becoming enemies, betrayals, Iago stuff. There's a lot of really cool things in it. I think it was, and I thought it was a very grown up Final Fantasy for the time period, So that's why Final Fantasy VIII was very cool.
Yeah, no, I
Plus
love
the swords were epic.
I know.
Gunblades, come on.
I know. That you could shoot as well as Slice.
Yeah, if you timed it right, obviously.
Yeah. Renoa as well. Like she was this tough little, daughter of a politician who was just, she had such a cool outfit. She
was cool, man. It was cool. But also, I think the operatic opening with the music and it just set up, this is going to be a tragic love story. Like no matter what, on the beach with the water coming in, that kind of stuff. The water just lapping in and out, and they feel the beach, and then you just see her turn. This feather falls and turns. It was just like, dude. And it starts off with like a kind of Romeo and Tybalt fight sequence, and the characters also kind of follow those like archetypes. Yeah, it was very cool. Yeah.
But we do need to know if there was a Final Fantasy VIII character that you would like to play. Which one do you think you'd...
I've heard rumor from people here that I would make a good Cypher. Yeah, Cypher would be a fun role. You know what? I don't often play heroes. I reckon Squall is kind of like it feels a bit anti-hero for me.
Yeah.
So I could give Squall a run. Yeah. That's a little egocentric, perhaps.
But
Cypher would be fun. Yeah, Cypher would be fun. Zell would be kind of fun, but I don't think I've got that in me necessarily. There's friends of mine that could play Zell.
You could do the mocap for Zell.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. We did make up for most of them.
Zell is like, it's what they flipped.
But yeah, no, I think Cypher would be obvious. Would be an obvious choice. I would like to try Squall because it's a difficult character, because it's the Romeo character.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be Romeo. Romeo was a hard role.
With that in mind as well, though. Like, you've been in Final Fantasies.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, like, 2 of them.
Yeah. Like, and actually, how I first kind of got to know you as, like, the actor was through Kingsglaive.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because that was 2015?
2015 was an interesting year for my career. I've been working in, when did I start? Started in mocap work only in 2010. Went into voice work 2012. I think it was. My first job was on Secret World, The Secret World, and also Lego. One of the Lego games that just got just got canned, I believe, at some point. But yeah, Secret World was like my first voice work gig. But 2015, I did Horizon Zero Dawn till 2015-16, and then I also did Kingsglaive. Kingsglaive was a very interesting role for many reasons, but also it was the first time that somebody ever referred to me as an expert in mocap, because I was like, oh yeah, I guess I do know what I'm doing. I've been doing this like 5 years now. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so I got brought on. Larry Spinks was the producer for the English part of Square Enix. I got to work with Takeshi Nazura-san, who's amazing, he's such a nice guy, and the whole team was awesome. Aki and Shu, wonderful animation directors who also came on board from Square, and we had this amazing time. We had this amazing experience. And it was really cool. I got to play multiple characters. I got to voice a character.
Yeah, Petra.
Yeah.
With his little wink. Was that you or was that like them?
So I had a thing for a while where I wanted to draw a thread through a lot of characters. And so for a while, I don't do it all the time now.
Was that kind of like your brand, your calling card?
It was a little wink nod to me. I tried to make all of my characters give one wink.
Oh.
like one of those things.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I did it for a while, and then I thought, this is silly, I have to drop this. So throughout, like, there's a lot of characters, not the ape that I play, because that would be weird. Apes don't wink, sorry. But yeah, through a lot of characters I played, I added a wink in at some point. I'm pretty sure Gavin Reed does it.